And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we're continuing along with Doom Tales from the Graveyard. It's for Map 1, recently created. This is Episode 4, Map 1, King of the Hill. My only complaint is I saw neither propane nor propane accessories in this map, so that's a little bit of a disappointment. Otherwise, I thought this map was great. Lots of action, lots of fun, even jumping from pillar to pillar that are elevated, which, as you know, is not my strong suit. I think I practiced well enough to show you how to effectively do that part too. That's my hope anyway. But this is episode 4, map 1. So as you know, these 4 maps are really just map 1 for each episode. I'm hoping that the creator of the maps, or the WAD I should say, will create more maps for each episode. I guess that remains to be seen. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Ultimate Doom platform. As always, we're playing on the Ultraviolence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all 3 of these categories. There are 96 kills to be had. There are no secrets in this map, but there are 79 items to pick up. Lots of health and armor bonuses. Hope to be able to do an account for you as we go so you'll know if you've missed any. So we can pick up the ones we have here. Don't worry about it if you don't. We can always come back. Don't fall off the side here. There's no way out from that little area. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our chain gun, and then we're going to basically get the heck out of here. We have to make our way as far as we can. Switch back to the chain gun is my recommendation. And make a run for it. Yeah, we're going to go up the hill here. I try to avoid taking the rocket launcher right away, just because we don't need it right away. Yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit hectic, but there's some health lying around. So, I mean, it's definitely, sometimes you end up with a lot of health and sometimes you don't. It just depends on how unlucky or lucky you are as far as, strays go. So it looks like I was very unlucky, but that's okay. I think there's a few health packs here we can probably get by. Oh, you don't want that lost soul bugging you. There's a Catco in there, so we need to be careful. We will take care of that Catco momentarily. But just be mindful there are other Catcos floating around that do want a piece of you too. And of course the Barons are around, so you need to be careful for them too. So just take a good little spot where you can find a little bit of comfort. I don't know about joy, but certainly how about some cover? I think that's probably better than comfort. And that's how that's done, and we're going to probably get a few more Catcos coming out of the woodwork here and there. Again, be mindful of the Barons. They're quite a distance away, but they still pack quite the punch even from that distance. So just let's go ahead and pick up a little bit more ammo, a little bit more health. There are armor and health bonuses about, so we do want to pick those up, of course. Ammo as you find it. Now, we can go ahead and take care of the Baron, but first we're going to just grab a health pack here, or we definitely want to grab an armor, and we're just going to head back to the starting area. We usually just kind of don't grab the last couple down here, and that's okay. I did promise we were able to come back. So you see, you do end up with 100 probably, no matter, and change, no matter how well or lucky or unlucky, I guess, you were dodging just the strays to get up to here in the initial onslaught. So from this position is a good way to get rid of the Catco, because you're kind of blocked from the Baron. We will get that switch later. We can't get it yet. And up here is some ammo. So if you're really, really short on ammo, come up here as opposed to just taking some cover from there. We do have the rocket launcher, and I would like to get rid of this Baron if at all possible. Maybe 3, and then we use some chain gun. There will be more teleporting in as soon as we get to that other door down there. So we're going to kind of repeat in a milder way this kind of initial wave when we go into this room right there. So let's get ready to do that. I don't grab the invisibility quite yet. What I do is I kind of make a move. There are gunners and imps. At this point, you can probably use your shotgun. Just be mindful, there are Barons and gunners kind of milling about. Oop, looks like I caught a stray from a Baron. There we go. As you can see, yeah, so there's a lot of strays that could catch you off guard here and there, but you know what, it is what it is, right? I wouldn't say there's an inordinate amount of health in this map, but there's definitely enough that if you make a few errors, you can probably get by. Just get rid of the imp, I guess. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're just going to try, if we can, maybe from below. I forget the best angle for this. I like to throw 3 and then the rest chain gun. I mean, we don't get unlimited rockets. We get fairly limited rockets, so I try to use those a bit more judiciously. There we go. Should drop in a moment. There are a few more down here. Okay, well, they were hiding fairly well, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead now. We do have a few rockets left, so sure, let's take care of this Baron. Oops, yeah, probably should dodge better than that. There we go. But there are more health packs here and there, right? So don't fret. I mean, there's not an overabundance of health packs, but I think they're fairly generous enough that if you make a mistake, you make a mistake. Don't worry about it. So let's go in here. We'll go ahead. I leave the invisibility for now. I don't think it's that necessary. I like to use it upstairs. That's where we're going to go. Oh, it looks like there's lots of nice infighting in here and stray fire, so that's good. Hit the switch. I try to take out... Oh, is he already taken out? No, okay, there's an imp. We're going to need to take care of those imps after anyway, so go ahead and grab them. And now, take the invisibility because, well, you know, you might as well use it. And let's head up. We'll press the switch, and that'll allow us to have access up here. There'll be a Caco and an imp. It just depends on how lucky or unlucky we are to get fired upon. Looks like we're slightly unlucky, but it's okay. There's some health. Okay, I think we've cleared out this area. Sure, grab the... And while we're invisible, why don't we go ahead, get rid of those gunners. There are a couple of imps do certainly get that plasma rifle. We will need it. And you'll see very quickly why we're going to need it. Because there is... Whoop. Oh, there we go. That worked out quite well. Yeah, there's a Cyber Demon beyond the Baron. So usually I like to get the Cyber Demon and the Baron to not like each other too much. Well, looks like we may have some luck there. I think the Baron is nothing but squished at this point. So this is my whole point right here. We're in front of the Crusher. We're okay. So switch now to your plasma rifle. You picked up the plasma and all those goodies over there. And certainly don't fire blindly into the Crusher. And having gotten rid of all the other little enemies milling about, we kind of have a free reign to fire at the Cyber Demon. Plasma rifle is an effective weapon at this range. I mean, you know, I think we do it quite a bit of damage in a reasonable amount of time. I don't like to be sitting there when the pillar starts coming back up. That's a good time for the Baron, for the Cyber Demon to fire. Oop, get out of the... Oh, did I take some splash? Okay, well, what are you going to do? Alright. I think he saw that move coming. Let's try to fire off the Cyber Demon and dispose of it. There we go. And say goodnight to the Cyber Demon. So that's it. We have all the enemies taken care of around here. So we will, certainly if you need a health pack, and most often you will, pick up the ammo, pick up the armor bonuses and the health bonuses. 54, that sounds about right. I'll have to do a double check after. This is a teleporter, so just be mindful. Take out your chain gun, because there are a couple of imps down the way that I do want to get rid of first, to be honest. Because they're easy to cause trouble. And now we have all these enemies. Oh, don't worry, you can just put yourself right back in the right. So, take a look for the imps to get rid of, just because they're annoying. And then with your plasma, you can take care of the Barons. Oop. Sometimes you're just got to be a little quicker with or slower with the finger, maybe, I guess. Come on, Baron. There we go. So that's one Baron down. What we can do now is we can kind of open up the gate. This gate, as you can see, is closed. It's blocked to us, so we can go up here. This is where the Baron, or where the Barons were, as you may recall. And we should have, I think it's 62? Beautiful. So we do have 62 items, which means we're doing okay. We can fall off this side. We end up on the stairs, or near the stairs anyway. Just grab a stim pack if you miscalculated, kind of like that. And we can go down there, actually, so we can grab the... We can grab that rad suit now, if you like, so we can get a little bit closer. So let's try to get rid of the enemies without taking too much fire. Oop. Unlike that. That was terrible. Oh, yeah, okay. There are a goodly amount of enemies up there, so let's go ahead. Maybe give them a taste of some rockets. That should do it for that Baron, I hope. There we go. And what's doing up here? There's still that last Baron we want to get rid of. I don't use free looks, it's a little harder to see. Alright, so that last Baron is gone. And I think that's it. There might be a straggler. Yeah, there's an imp up there. Okay, fair enough. So let's grab the... we're running out of our rad suit, so let's just go ahead and pick up. What do we have here at this point? 69? That sounds about right. It always does, wouldn't it? Haha. Okay, so this is the part, as you know, Classic Doom Walkthroughs is not terribly great at. So this is hopping from, you know, elevated rock to elevated rock. Not my strong suit, but I've been practicing, so it should go okay. There are health packs and some items along the way, so do make sure you get them all. Oop, don't fall. If you fall to the left, you're stuck. You'll have to start your game over. There's no teleporter out of there, so just so you know. Up to this one. Up to this one, and then straight this way. Oh, no. Oh, Christ. As you know, Classic Doom Walkthroughs is terrible at the rock jumping. Oh, boy. I was right there, too, like right at the end. Oh, how unlucky. Okay, well, let's try again, I guess, right? I got a little health pack for my reward for doing badly. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. It did take me 2 tries. I did promise the Classic Doom Walkthroughs isn't good at it. And I did practice, so I guess I only have to do it twice. So, I mean, it could have been a lot worse. So, if you're wondering where the red door is, it's kind of like where that initial area was where we had the invisibility. So, we're just going to take this back there, where the Cyber Demon is on this side, where it was. It's just over here. So do we have any cells left? We do. So why don't we use that for... There are 2 enemies left, and we should have all the items we do. There is a Baron and a cat. So let's go ahead and use our cells with our plasma rifle. And off the Baron. That's nice. And here we are for the Kako. It's a bit of an overwhelming weapon, I guess, for the Kako, but that's too bad. This is the end of the map, and I guess the end of the WAD. So let's take a final count. Yes, all 96 kills. No secrets, though. And all 17 items. You know what that means. Indeed. We're done. And so, King of the Hill. That is episode 4, technically, for map 1. King of the Hill for the last map so far for Doom Tales from the Graveyard. I really, really like that map. You know, I don't like the elevated rock to rock. I suck at that. But I only fell once, so I mean, I think I'll pat myself on the back for just that. But it is overall a fun map. There's lots going on. The beginning's pretty intense. I think you really need to move around quite a bit to not get yourself picked off to death. But I think the manner in which I, you know, made it up partway up that the steps, took the cover in a little bit of an alcove, and then behind some of the rocks. Anyway, if you followed along with respect to the technique, I think you'll do just fine. The ammo and the health are reasonably generous, so if you do make a few errors, I think it's a bit forgiving. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy the walkthrough. I hope you did enjoy the WAD. I'm hoping there's also more to the WAD than the 4 episodes. I guess time will tell. If you liked all of that, or any of that, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. For now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.